Welcome everyone, this is your host Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. First of all, this channel is proudly sponsored by Magi-Knights Awakening. This is a Super Sentai and Magical Girl inspired tabletop RPG, where you get to confront mythos-like horrors. You will find it in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly sponsored by Dead Tree Studios, the publishers and developers of Dames of Asstoria, a tabletop role-playing game where you play as monster girls experiencing high adventure in a world that doesn't fully accept them. They have recently released Daughters of Lamb. This is a pay-what-you-want tabletop role-playing game where you play as cybernetic nuns with guns, looking for the missing pieces of their AI god. You will find it in their website. The links will be in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly sponsored by the Red Room Publishing. Please check out their store for exclusive tabletop RPG products. They have recently released Savage Swords. This is a Conan-inspired tabletop role-playing game where you get to explore ancient civilizations and confront forgotten nightmares. You will find it in the description and in the pinned comment as well. Tonight, I am continuing my review series featuring Tian Shang, Lone Wolf Fists. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review, featuring this post-apocalyptic tabletop RPG of superpowered martial arts, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about magic, Dharma, Prana and Chakra. Let's start with magic. The world of ashes and ghosts is a magical place. Once it was wondrous and filled with miracles. Now it is a nightmare populated with horror. But it is magical. Still magical. Now, when it comes to Dharma, deep underneath atomic and subatomic physics, the prime layer of reality is composed of a weft of fate and divine law called Dharma. It is essentially the meaning behind all of reality, the cosmic, fundamental destiny and purpose of things. Then we have Prana. Underlying physical energy, there is a proto-energy, parent of all motion. Some call it the blood of Dharma. Mortals need prana flowing through their soul the same way they need blood flowing through their body. Those who learn mystical fighting arts learn to draw on their body's prana, using it to power their magical kung fu moves. Chakras produce prana. Players spend prana to use their techniques. The amount of prana that a character has in their prana pool fluctuates. In most situations, the character can use any technique that the character can pay for from his pool of mana. When it comes to the pool of prana is pretty much a resource to power up or even employ your abilities. Let's talk about prana flare. If the character needs more prana, the character must power up to access his or her remaining prana. Outside of combat, the character can focus his or her body and soul into a more perfect alignment. Each chakra within the character's alignment takes an action to awaken. The force of this undertaking causes a character's mystical aura to burn like a bonfire and howl with energy, alerting potential threats to their presence and rendering any stealth impossible. It looks awesome though. This surge of fiery energy is called a prana flare. As you can see in the image, you have these centers of power and they flow. It's similar to a water pipe. The energy could be compared to water that flows upward, unlocking the power within each chakra. During combat, characters are assumed to be powering up as fast as they can. This means they awaken a single additional chakra at the end of every round until all 7 are fully active. Again, characters may choose to awaken a chakra earlier, with a rank of 2 or above that, spirit action. Whenever a Prana flare occurs, you make a volatility roll. You make this roll at the end of the action, causing the flare in a real-time or slower scene. During action scenes, make only a single roll at the end of the round, no matter how many flares occur. Characters may choose not to awaken additional chakra. They might need to remain hidden, for example. Characters can also immediately suppress their Prana flare, reverting back to a lame, non-fiery aura person. This unfortunately drains their Prana pool to 0. Now when it comes to chakra, they are invisible to mortal eyes, but beings that can perceive magic and the soul can see them clearly. There are 7 in total. Mortals generally use their chakras subconsciously, as they use their hearts or ears or digestive tract. The amount of awakened chakra a character may have at once is listed in their degree chart. Chakra is used to pay the mechanical cost for an imbalance reduce applied to their prana production by 3 per rank of the imbalance. The Sahasrara is classically considered the direct conduit between the mortal soul and heaven. Certain perverse magical practices corrupt it and transforms this energy into Narakarana, or Hell Chakra. Such a mutilated spiritual organ functions in an identical but opposite way, twisting a mortal soul towards wicked ends rather than the path of enlightenment. And this concludes this part of the review series. In the next part, we are going to talk about the mystical fighting arts of Yudhakala and Guptala. When it comes to this system of magical martial arts, it is robust and logical within the fiction. You only need to consider prana as the resource for your magical martial arts. The underlying current is Dharma, but what actually produces the prana is, or rather are, the chakras. Thank you for watching this part of the review series. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the super thanks button. You can also check out the information in the description and in the pinned comment. This has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. And remember, master roleplay and you will master the game. Once again, thank you and see you later.